Hi everybody. I've created this short video just to kind of walk you through the steps of how to get signed up so that you can be an author on our blog site. So I'm going to walk you through that process. Let me get rid of this. The first step in this process is that you're going to need to check your email. And within your email, you should get this invite from me. From our blog site English 1A. When you open it, it's going to give you essentially two instructions that you need to follow in order to set up this your own personal blog and then also get added to our class blog. Okay, so here the first thing it says is to accept this invitation you need to do two things: sign up for an account and accept the invitation. And you have to do them in order. So I'm going to open a new tab here. I'm going to need to go back and forth with my email, so it's helpful that I keep it open. And then I'm going to create some contact information. I've created sort of a fictitious email account so I can do this to show you. So the first thing I do is put in my email. You can see that it created a username for me, which works well. And then I've got to come up with a password. Let's see. That username isn't working. So let's try, I'm going to have to try something different, Sarah, and that's good. I got that little check mark, and then I'm going to come up with a password. Now, it's probably best to use a combination of letters and numbers, and also to have a capital letter in there. So I'm going to create a password, and my password is good, so I'm going to click on the sign up button. And essentially what it tells me here is that I've received another email that I needed to find and click on a link that activates my account. So I'm going to go back to my email here and into my inbox. And there's that activate email. And so I'm activating the account. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and close that actually at this point. And then I'm going to go back to that original email, this one here. And now I'm going to accept the invitation. Now once I accept the invitation, I get to, this page opens, and this is essentially what's called the dashboard of our class website. It's a little confusing to look at, but this is kind of like if you imagine that the website is the part that anybody can access if they have the web address, the pretty part that everyone looks at. This is actually the background, the part where all the work is done. So, so this is what it looks like. When you decide that it is time for you to post your student profile, what you're going to do is you're just going to go on up here and click on this button. And that's going to take you to the pretty page that we're used to seeing. And then you've got a button over here that says New Post. New Post. Okay? And you want to go ahead and click on that because your profile is going to be a post. And then it says, what would you like to post? Now, if you have created a video, you might want to post you might want to embed the video. Or if you have a link to a website you created, you might want to link to a site. You're not going to just have a photo though, because if you're posting like a still photo, you'll have text. So you want to, for the most part, you want to go ahead and click on this text button. And then it's going to take you to this page. And this is going to give you the ability to decide to put information about yourself. So for me, I'm going to put in my name and student profile, since what you're doing is actually making your information available to other students. This section here allows you to insert a photo. And these are photos I took in class, so I'll use one of these. I just go ahead and add the photo from my computer, and there it is. And then I can decide where I want it, like if I want it aligned in the center or aligned on the left. Okay, so once it's there, I can go underneath the photo and I can begin with my headline. Now if you want to do something kind of fancy with your headline, you can use this little block quote button, and what it actually will do is it will set up kind of like a little gray box with your quote in it. Otherwise you can just go ahead and use your quotations and write your standard information here. I'm just going to put a few words. Here is my student profile test. And that's pretty much all I'm going to put. You will have a lot more information. And then in terms of the tags, tags are ways that, so once all these blogs get up there, there will be a whole bunch of them. So if someone wants to search for just your blog, what can they do? So you might think about some words that will make your blog searchable. Maybe your first name is a tag, so maybe I'll put in Kyra. Maybe also you want to search by teacher. Maybe I'll put in something like English. And then I publish this post. Okay. And once I publish it, I can go to View Post. And it's going to take me to the main page where I've posted this student profile or this fictitious one, right? And you can see the tags below as well. And yours would be significantly longer. Now, I don't know that this is actually where I want it to show up, because right now it's just on the home page. Like if I go to the home page, you're going to see it. I want it to show up under that student profiles page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it, and I'm going to go to this edit button underneath my profile. I'm going to click on that. And it's going to take me back to that dashboard, that kind of weird place, right, from before. And this actually, once I get back here, I can do some more things with my profile. And in fact, if you're someone who's adding a slideshow or something like that, this might actually be where you once you create it and put it on the site, you may want to go back to edit it to add your slideshow. The Add Media button here is what is going to allow you to add like a PowerPoint. And so you go ahead and click on that Add Media button. And there's a media library that already exists, and it's got a bunch of the photographs and whatnot from our class, and the readings. But let's say you want to add a slideshow. So I'm going to upload a file just to show you how to do this. I'm going to select a file. I don't know what I'm going to select. I'm just going to choose a PowerPoint file, PPT. So I'm going to look for a PowerPoint file on my computer. Okay, here we go. We've got, there's a lot of them. Let's do Zweyers's Chapter 7. That's a book I read this summer. All right, now you can see it's adding it to the library with all the other images and photos, okay? Once it's added, I can select any of these that I want to insert into the post. So I'm going to go ahead and click it, right? Make sure this check mark is checked. And then insert it into the post. And now it's going to show up as a link. So anyone who visits your profile can click on that link. And then I'm going to hit update. Or maybe not. Let's try again. Update. All right. And once it's updated, it's important to go back to look again at the post, make sure that the layout is the way that you like it. You can see here's that little link, which now if I click on it, it's going to take me, it's going to download for me that PowerPoint to look at. Okay, let's try this again. I want to edit it. I want to see if I can move it to the student profiles page. So let's see what is add location. It's probably like Facebook. I don't want to be located there. Let's see, let me set it on the page. Shared publicly, preview changes. Let's see. I want to publish it to a page. That's one of those little things that that I may have to kind of go through and move them on my own, because I'm not sure that you have the ability as an author to actually move entire sections. So if your profile shows up on the home page, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and leave it there, and then I will make sure that it gets moved over. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about this process, remember, go ahead and email me. If you're having trouble, I don't want you to panic about it. Just don't worry about the trouble. You can always come back to it later. Oh, one thing I'll suggest to you though is if you decide you want to do a PowerPoint and you don't want it to download, there's another way you can insert it as well. You can save that document as a PDF, and then you can put the PDF in the page, and it'll actually pop up. Maybe that's too advanced right now, but I just wanted to give you a brief kind of overview of how to get it up, how to get your document up onto your student profile, up onto the website. And there's going to be some kinks as we're using this technology. It's new for you, and it's somewhat new for me in some ways. The way that I'm using it certainly is somewhat new. So don't be discouraged if it's a little frustrating or challenging, or you're not exactly sure what to do. That's what I'm here for, and I'm happy to help in class or during break if necessary. So again, if you have any questions, you got my email. Let me know. And until tomorrow, bye-bye.